Wow. If you're real quiet, you're going to be able to hear my knees knocking. You want to know the scary thing? Dorothy and I have been working on, trying to work on a speech, something to say here. And, you know, with work and family, last night to 10 o'clock, we actually buckled down and started working on it. Talked it over a couple to some time. She listened to me. She said, "Oh my God, that's great." About 3 o'clock this afternoon, gone. I don't remember what I was going to talk about. So we'll give this a shot. I want to introduce Dorothy Beierle, my wife. This is the high school where we met and fell in love when we were 16 and 15. I took the boys to the locker where I was, and was with a friend, and I you know, you're in a small school and that, you know, you hear people's names and that, but I never really met Dorothy. And she just broke up with her boyfriend, lucky me. And she was talking to Laura, and I turned around to look at her, and this is no BS, it literally, she took my breath away. The impact she was going to have on my life was so strong and so powerful that I felt it then. And we took the boys, and I told her, I said, I remember, it was locker 318. She goes, "You can't remember that." Took her to it, it was locker 318. But at that, where my homeroom was, right there was my English class. And I find this kind of funny that I'm standing here, because I am really the last person to be up here standing, talking to you people. I am the last person that really should be writing in the publication, because I can't spell to save my life. My English is a foreign language to me. And all my life, I had this desire to write. And it was like pulling teeth by yourself with pliers. For me to get out a page, but I just had this longing to do it, and I couldn't do it. And we had an assignment to do in our English class, and it was Mrs. Christensen, and she was a tough cookie. And we had to write we were being forced to write a speech on freedom, and I just found that so ironic that I wrote how ironic that was, that we were talking about the freedoms that we have in this country, that we have to be forced to write something positive about it. Not that I would have wrote something negative about it, I just thought it was a little bit ironic. So even back then I was, you know, just sticking my hands in it. Well, she failed me on that writing, and I really formed a great relationship with her, because it was about 2 weeks later, she took me out in the hall, and I didn't know what she was going to do, and she comes up to me and she squeezes my arm like this. Now, if she was like 25 and attractive, I would have been, oh yeah. But she was like 80 years old, which nothing wrong with being 80, but it was just, you know, 17, you're kind of like, you know, 85, and you're looking at 80, and it's like, yeah. So she says to me, she goes, "Bob," she says, "I'm going to let you know you are never going to be anything more than a ditch digger your entire life." No, for me that was a good thing. I was thinking, my God, I'm going to be a ditch digger, because I didn't know, I wasn't going to go to college. I thought she was giving me advice to say, go out in the world and be a ditch digger. I got excited, it was like, and she's like, no, you don't understand. I go, whoa, I can be a ditch digger? But all that changed when I met Dorothy. And it's like God in our lives. God comes into our lives, and all of us have experienced this. We're nothing without him. We're only a half a person. We have abilities to do things, but it's only with his blessings that we actually have the courage, like to come up here in front of all you people, and actually say and do the things we want to do. And when I met Dorothy, and Dorothy came into my life, yes, I had half a brain, and she was my other half. I had half a heart, she was my other heart? Other half. So there would be no R-Town. There would be no R-Town, there would be no Bob Beierle writing if it wasn't for Dorothy, so please, here's the real person behind R-Town.